All right.
Well, hello, everybody. It's Dr. Brandon here with Pure Chiropractic, and I'm so excited to have special guest here, Joe Kryzak. Very pumped. I've met Joe through emails back and forth, and now having this opportunity here to share some information with you to help make your life better, help you achieve your health and wellness goals. I got connected with Joe through the Virginia Chiropractors Association. Our association was partnering with and is partnering with Sterling Professional, and I saw that they offer CBD products, and really don't know or didn't know a lot at the time. So I started doing my research because I have a lot of patients over the years that have asked me about CBD, and I didn't really have an answer for them. And then one day, my dad, who is a recovering alcoholic and suffers with post traumatic stress disorder after his combat days in Vietnam, introduced me to some CBD that he was taking. I said, well, let me explore this a little bit deeper. And so I'm honored and thank you, Joe, for being here to present this information to our tribe. And I'm very excited. So stay tuned. Listen in. You're going to learn a lot, and you're going to find out if CBD is right for you, why Sterling is the best, and what products would serve you best in helping you achieve your health goals. So, without further ado, Joe, the floor is yours. And thank you again for your time and your energy and your passion on helping as many people as possible live as healthy as possible in the most natural way. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Brandon, and excited to share with you something I am passionate about, which is products that are designed to really do three things, right? Reduce pain, inflammation, help people sleep better, and take the edge off, help people relax. So, Sterling Professional, we've been in business for about 5 years. Um, we like to say we are proven and tested. Uh, I'll talk a little bit about our solventless extraction, what that means. We're trusted in over 500 offices nationwide, and great third-party testing. We give back to the chiropractic community working with a number of state associations, and we are only sold through um, chiropractic offices. So it's important for me not only to make a great product at a great price, but education is key. So I've written 13 articles. Actually, the last one just came out on Sunday on the topic of CBD and what the latest science is saying. You know, the latest science from Harvard Medical School, Cleveland Clinic, Mayo Clinic, and designed to kind of, there's so much hype around this product. I try to get through the upper layer of the hype and get down to the science of it. And articles. I got COVID and I can't sleep. How it can help with some chronic illnesses. I talk a lot about CBD and the history of it, right? How it was grown, where it was grown, who grow it. I'll talk a little bit about that, but the science behind it is very important, and I can share these articles with Dr. Brendan and for your reading pleasure. So Sterling believes in the natural power of cannabinoids to help people sleep better, reduce pain, reduce inflammation, and reduce stress. That is 100% our mission. Sterling does not believe in high dose THC products. Don't get me wrong, I was in high school, grew up in California. I used, yeah, I smoked some joints when I was younger, but without a doubt, high dose THC products do not have the good cannabinoids in there that really make a big difference. And we'll talk a little bit about the reasoning and the science behind that. We don't believe in overpriced CBD solutions. We think this is a product for the masses. We make amazing products at great prices that are competitive with anything that you can find, any untested, unproven product that you can find anywhere. We don't believe in dispensaries. We don't believe in big pharma. We don't believe in the FDA. We believe that cannabinoids have the natural power to help out people in a number of ways. So 26% of Americans use CBD in 2023. Many of you may have tried CBD in the past. Maybe it worked, maybe it didn't work. But what's interesting is that it is growing. People are excited about the opportunity, and people are looking for natural solutions. And the way that we go after it is we look at what the competition is, right? So what is Walmart selling? What is CVS selling? Walgreens. Again, we're able to offer a better product at a great price that's pure, proven, and tested that you're not going to find in other locations. So I'm going to talk just real brief on hemp definition, history, and legality. What is cannabis? It's a plant. Everyone knows it's a plant. It's very closely related to hops, more distantly related to bamboo. It refers to a group of 3 plants, most specifically the legal cannabis sativa industrial hemp. So that's what our products are made of, the cannabis sativa industrial hemp. That is the legal product that can be made, that you can make CBD products out of. I'll talk a little bit about what that means. But what's interesting is that when people hear the term cannabis, their mind instantly goes to marijuana. But I'm going to show you that that's not taxonomically correct. Cannabis is actually its own species. So as a great example, over here on the left-hand side of the screen, you see a species. Great example, canine, wolf. Through selective breeding, humans have taken and selectively bred from the canine a Labrador and a Chihuahua, right? They look radically different. They act radically different, but they literally have the same DNA in it. They're the same breed, same species. Labrador was bred for hunting, fishing, and companionship. Chihuahuas for ancient ceremonies and for annoying celebrities to carry around. Sorry if you have a Chihuahua. Same, same in the same venue. Both marijuana and hemp are the exact same DNA, but hemp is like they grow it for radically different reasons. Hemp, you want to maximize the stalk, the stem, the branches, the biomass. It's a huge plant, 16 feet wide by 16 feet tall, grows very, very fast. Marijuana, on the other hand, is bred to maximize the flower, the buds on it. Sometimes if you see a healthy marijuana plant, sometimes the branches are hanging over because the buds on the marijuana are so big. So we're talking about the hemp plant, the same species. Similarly, Brassica oleifera, cabbage, broccoli, kale, cauliflower, literally all the same species as humans have bred them for different purposes. Our discussion today is about the federally legal hemp plant. That's what Sterling makes our product out of. And this is the product that was made out of, legalized in the 2018 Farm Bill. So we're in Virginia. Let's talk about some famous cannabis growers from Virginia. George Washington. Heard of George Washington? Of course you have. A beautiful location. And great patriot. George Washington. This is a quote, make the most you can of the Indian hemp seed and sow it everywhere. He was a big hemp grower. Early US, they'd grow it for rope, clothing, sails, fiber. Actually, the Declaration independence on the Constitution was written on hemp paper. Thomas Jefferson, quote from Thomas Jefferson, hemp is of necessity to the wealth and protection of the country. Another great Virginian. Now you think of a cannabis grower, who do you think of? These guys, Cheech and Chong, right? Like what happened to, and I can go into a long dissertation on what happened between two of the most amazing men in human history growing this, talking about what an amazing plant is, and now you think of Cheech and Chong, right? But there's a lot of reasons behind it. Number one is that there was a lot of money spent by the FDA, by big pharma to discredit this product and take it out of the system, because they would rather bring you non-natural solutions to solve a problem that humans have been using hemp for millennia. All right, so is CBD safe and legal? Yes. Everything that Sterling sells is federally legal. It's not a controlled substance. 2018 Farm Bill legalized CBD as long as it is made from a state certified industrial hemp plants, has less than 0.3% Delta 9 by weight, a lot of labeling requirements. We could, of course, never say that CBD can treat any disease or ailment. Interestingly enough, World Health Organization says CBD does not appear to have abusive potential or cause harm. There's never been one case of somebody overdosing on CBD, which is kind of amazing. There's been no case of a DWI from people taking pure CBD. Of course, people taking THC, that's a different discussion. And recently, actually 2 years ago, the U.S. Olympic Committee, the U.S. ADA, says that the U.S. Olympic athletes can use pure CBD with no THC in it. They found that it helps with reduce pain, inflammation, and reduce the risk of over-the-counter pain medications. All right, I got a quick video, so super important. So you'll see on each of our products, we have a little QR code on it, a QR code on each of our products. And this is one of the ways that Sterling separates herself. So I got a very quick video here. Can you hear that okay?
No, we can't hear that, Joe.
Okay. So basically, all of our products are tested for CBD content, THC content, mycotoxins, heavy metals, pesticides, and fungus. And Sterling believes in transparency. So on each bottle, each product that we sell, you'll find a little QR code. You can take your phone and just scan that little QR code, and it takes you to a website where we have all of our independent third-party testing. That testing is conducted by a federally registered agency. It is an independent company, and we make sure that each of our products have what they say it has and doesn't have what they doesn't have what it's not supposed to. What's amazing about the hemp plant, it's very, very good at taking taking stuff out of the soil that shouldn't be there. So it's very good at taking contaminants out of the soil. So that's why testing is so important, because you want to grow your hemp in a pristine location that doesn't have any of the heavy metals, mycotoxins, or pesticides in it, because that plant will just suck it in. So that's why we do testing before we plant, while the plants are growing, and then after the product is made. So kind of cool. I'm going to talk real quick about a big differentiator of Sterling, and that is our extraction method. So over here on the right, you have what you call trichomes. These are the sticky material on the hemp plant. It's like a sticky globule, right? Snoop Dogg calls them the sticky icky. That's where the goodness is of the plant. You got to get the sticky icky. And as you can imagine, taking this gooey, sticky material off of a hemp plant is difficult. But manufacturers have come up with 3 ways to get the trichomes off: ethanol, CO2, and what Sterling uses is extraction. So ethanol, real quick, you take ethanol, which is not good for organic material. These about 15% of manufacturers take the ethanol, pour it over the hemp, and that kind of dissolves the cannabinoids, and then evaporates the ethanol. Problem with ethanol is, number one, it's not good for the environment. Number two, it's not good for organic material, and it really breaks down the CBD and destroys some of the minor cannabinoids. About 84% of manufacturers use CO2. They put the hemp in a large container. They pump it full of supercritical CO2, kind of melts the cannabinoids off and the trichomes off of the plant, and then it's passed through a separator. Problem with CO2, super expensive. It decarbonizes the CBD molecule, and you don't get the full effects of the cannabinoids. Sterling uses a solventless process. We put our biomass in a 33-degree vat of distilled water that actually freezes the trichomes. And then we have an impeller that goes at 20,000 RPM. So think of it as like a propeller, 20,000 RPM, creating little micro bubbles. And those micro bubbles hit the trichomes, which are frozen, and break them off. It's called cavitation. The beautiful thing about this process is we're only using ice, water, and air to get the CBD out. And the other beautiful thing is that it is a very cost-effective way to do it. We're not using ethanol. We don't have to have big, heavy machinery. We do it quickly and efficiently. And our process ensures that we have the cleanest extraction where you're getting all the great cannabinoids off of the CBD plant. All right, so how can you tell if there's any THC in the product? Besides the QR codes that we talked about that you can see and view off of our product, there's really four different types, I would say, of CBD products. One is a CBD isolate, so that has no THC. It only has CBD in it. Broad spectrum has all of the cannabinoids, so there's 115 different types of cannabinoids within the cannabis plant. There's CBD, there's CBDA, there's CBGA. Broad spectrum has all of those except for THC, still the 0.0% THC. Our tincture, we have broad spectrum tinctures, we have broad spectrum gummies. We use broad spectrum in some of our capsules. So it's a great solution for those who don't want any THC at all. Full spectrum has less than the 0.3% THC by weight. And then there are some products that are focused on THC that definitely has. You still have to have less than the 0.3% THC by weight, but they come in bigger gummies or more dosage, and for those who want to get some relaxation. I can go on for hours about the endocannabinoid system. I promise I won't bore you. But did you know you have a critical system in your body named after the cannabis plant. Every single one of you, every single mammal has an endocannabinoid system. And we've all heard of these systems, right? We've all heard of the skeletal system, the muscular system, the digestive system, the nervous system. Well, things changed in 1992. They discovered that humans have an endocannabinoid system. And you're like, okay, well, what's an endocannabinoid system? Who cares? Well, according to Harvard, Mayo Clinic, Cleveland Clinic, the endocannabinoid system is the most important system in your body to create homeostasis, to create balance. It comprises of, and don't have time for that, it is the endocannabinoid system is the only system in your body that allows organs, cells to talk to each other. So some great examples of the endocannabinoid system at work. If you have too much acid in your stomach, how does your stomach tell your parietal cells to stop producing acid? It's the endocannabinoid system. The endocannabinoid system sends signals retrograde through the system and literally can tell your parietal cells, stop, I have enough. Harvard calls it your body's traffic cop. Another great example is there is an FDA approved drug for epilepsy. What happens with epilepsy? Brain firing too fast, brain firing too fast. How does one neuron tell another neuron, stop, shut up, I got enough information? The endocannabinoid system, where through the synapse gap, one neuron can tell another neuron to stop. Another great example is joints and muscles telling your immune system to stop producing histamines and prostaglandins, the compounds that give you inflammation and swelling. Literally the endocannabinoid system. So the endocannabinoid system highlight is named after cannabis. The researchers found that the molecules in your own body that you are creating every day are so similar to those found in the cannabis plant that they named it after the cannabis plant, endocannabinoid system. You need these to allow your body just to function, to communicate with each other. And thus, that's why Harvard says it's the most important system in your body to create homeostasis. You know, the signals, the pathways of communication between the different parts of your body are open. Cells can talk to each other, organs can talk to each other through the endocannabinoid system. And in some of the articles, we talk about the endocannabinoid system in depth, but it's absolutely fascinating, and there's a lot of research going on right now. So, top 3 reasons people use CBD: pain, inflammation, improving sleep, reducing anxiety. This research is done by the National Institute of Health that says out of the questionnaire, top 3 reasons: chronic pain, arthritis pain, anxiety, depression, insomnia. And I kind of bucketize this into 3 different reasons: pain and inflammation, stress and anxiety, and sleep. So once again, the 3 reasons people use CBD. Same research says that 95.7% of respondents say it works well or very well. What is interesting about this slide is this column right here works well in combination with conventional medicine. If they would have asked, does it work well in combination with chiropractic care, this number would be close to 100. Mm-hmm. Simply because chiropractors are the ones that use natural homeopathic ways of producing and helping out people. They want to help your body heal itself. They're using natural ways for natural products to help it out, not giving you prescriptions. I'm a big believer in chiropractors, and they are 100% the right venue for CBD products to be sold. So real quick, top 3 reasons people use: pain and inflammation. These are all research. I'm not going to go bore you with the details, but National Institute of Health, CBD is found to demonstrate therapeutic effect for relief of chronic pain related behavior, anti-inflammatory effect, arthritis.organization. There's pain relieving and anti-inflammatory properties. All kinds of research that talks about how CBD can help out with pain and inflammation. You have pain, inflammation. We got some great solutions for you. Number one of our best sellers is the magnesium balm. So to be honest with you, it ain't that hard to make a CBD lotion. What's really hard is making a CBD lotion or a balm with other amazing ingredients that people have been using, humans have been using for millennia, that help out with it. So the combination of the CBD plus other ingredients really make a difference. A great example is the magnesium balm. Not only does it have 2,500 milligrams of CBD, it says 20,000 here, but that's for a 32-ounce jar. For the 4-ounce jar, like this, it has 2,500 milligrams, but it also has arnica. Arnica is fantastic. You see arnica and all kinds of great pain relievers. We get our magnesium. Magnesium is so good for the body, so good for pain relief and inflammation. We get our magnesium from Dead Sea salt. It has eucalyptus, it has some cinnamon, it has some clove in there. Put some frankincense and myrrh in there to tie into the Dead Sea theme. So really, really cool magnesium balm. Works great on the hands, works great on sore back. We also have a fantastic muscle gel. So think of this one as kind of like an icy hot. It has a warm and cooling effect with the camphor, peppermint, eucalyptus, witch hazel, white willow bark. So a really, really great product here too. We got some muscle and joint caps. So this has glucosamine, chondroitin, boswellia, curcumin, white willow, MSM, for long-term muscle and care support, and then a nice recovery capsule, curcumin, ginger, full spectrum, CBD, CBGA, and piperin. So definitely our best sellers: magnesium balm, muscle gel. These do fantastic, and you're 100% going to feel a difference pretty immediately using those products. Sleeplessness. Another one of the articles I wrote talks about the people not getting enough sleep. Sleep is so important to the body. People who don't get enough sleep, it like destroys your whole aura. You don't eat right. If you don't get enough sleep, you don't eat right, you're much more susceptible to disease. You're much more susceptible to, you're obviously going to be lethargic during the day. Good sleep is super, super critical. According to National Institute of Health, cannabidiol CBD may hold the benefit for anxiety-related disorders, which are one of the main causes of sleep. If you think about it, if you don't get a good night's sleep, your body's tired. It's just your brain won't be quiet, right? You're stressed out. You're thinking too much. You're laying in bed awake. But this study outlined how CBD with a low dose THC is proven to be effective in the fight against anxiety and insomnia. With taking CBD, anxiety scores decreased within the first month in 79.2% of the patients, and sleep scores improved in the first month by in 2/3 of the patient. I got to tell you, our sleep gummies, absolutely amazing. They're a game changer. Start off with, for the sleep gummies, start off with half of one. You want to start off with a half because people's sensitivity to THC varies. So it's always good to start low and build your and build up. It's better than taking one that, potentially, if you're super sensitive to THC, might have too much in it. So the recommended dosage, want to make sure I mention that on the sleep gummies, is a half. What's not a great solution for sleep is Ambien. We are 100% against Ambien. It Lots of research that says that Ambien is not good for the brain. You don't get REM sleep. It shuts down your brain except for what they call the lizard brain. Sleepwalking, headaches. Um, it's a disaster. So if you're having trouble sleeping, I totally recommend trying out one of our sleep gummies. We got two types of sleep gummies. This one on the left has some low dose THC in it. Not only does it have that, it has CBN. CBN is a great compound to help you relax. It has it does have 25 milligrams of CBD also. And at Sterling, we do the little things right. So this is a pectin-based gummy. Pectin is made of apple fiber or orange fiber. So we don't use gelatin. Gelatin is made, of course, of animal cartilage. So it's all organic. It's all natural. It's vegan. Instead of using corn syrup, we use tapioca syrup. Instead of using cane sugar, we use beetroot sugar. A lot easier on the digestive system, a lot lower glycemic index. So the additional ingredients are key and what separates us from stuff you can buy elsewhere. And then we got a THC free sleep capsule. This is my wife's preferred product. She loves these. Um, Melatonin, Maypop, CBD, CBN, valerian root. These are totally THC free, as proven not only by Joe Kryzak, but also on the little QR code on the back. And then stress and anxiety. Um, I have to show this graph here because it just blows me away. The way to read this graph, and I'll focus on this. In 2019, 10.8% of Americans had symptoms of anxiety or depressive disorder. So baseline 10.8. June 2020, what happened? Spikes to 36%. What happened between 2019 and 2020? Pandemic, right? So jumped 3 times. Then in December, it jumped again 4 times and leveled off, close to 3 times higher. So think about what the not only the physical issues that COVID called, but also the mental issues that it caused, depressive, isolation, not being able to go out. So there was, without a doubt, the pandemic caused a lot more symptoms of anxiety and depression. And a great solution for that is CBD products, believe it or not. National Institute of Health, CBD is purported to be used for various medical and conditions, depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder. And again, this is not Joe Kryzak saying my products can do this, because if I said this stuff, I'd be thrown in jail. But of course, the National Institute of Health can say it. So I'm just referencing research that's done, right? This is real research you can see on your own, publicly seen and available information. So great feedback. Psychology Today, research studies on humans have shown that CBD may help reduce feelings of isolation and post-traumatic stress disorder. Says CBD can calm the brain and support the hippocampus, which is an important area for healthy emotion and memory. Some great solutions for anxiety. We've got a really nice lavender lotion, very relaxing, smells great. We've got I know Dr. carries our full spectrum CBD oil. This does have the 0.3% THC in it, but it like takes the edge off. It's like really super good. Take a dropper full, put it underneath your tongue, let it sit there for 30 or 40 seconds, swallow the rest, and you're going to get you'll 100% feel a nice relaxing effect that takes the edge off. And then we got some fantastic gummies, CBD gummies that can help out taking up the stress too. So I think we talked about our lotions. Again, muscle gel, magnesium balm, our two winners that doctor carries. Um, and we like to say that we're the leaders, right? So we're trusted in over 300 offices. QR codes are super critical to us. We want to make sure that doctor, try out some samples. We'll send doctor samples, try them out, let them know what you think. Sampling has been fantastic for us, and most importantly, we improve people's health and people's lives with Sterling products, and you will feel a difference as proven by the offices that we're in and the products that we have. Um, Last slide, I think cannabinoids are a crucial part of patient care. Research says they can help with anxiety, insomnia, chronic pain, arthritis. It's probably the most studied compound in the world right now. Possibly, I don't have data that actually says that, but there are tens of millions of dollars being done on cannabinoid research um, from very reputable um, research facilities: Harvard, UT, UVA, Mayo Clinic, um, and the FDA knows it works. And that's why they've only approved one synthetic cannabinoid that can be patented and sold, so they can make money. And most importantly, I learned 15 years ago, way before I started Sterling, that chiropractors are leaders in the U.S. health revolution. They're the ones, chiropractors are the ones that are really making a change in people's everyday lives by helping them solve the issue, not the symptom. So thank you, doctor, for having me. Thank you for being in your office, and thank you for all that you do to help patients uh, feel better, sleep better, and reduce their pain.
Yeah, thanks so much, Joe. I appreciate this information. I'm always learning, so thank you for sharing this information. And this is what I love about you and your company, and what you stand for aligns with our office, our beliefs, what we stand for. And I will just generally say the chiropractic profession as a whole. And we talk about brain based wellness in our office. And we focus on detecting and correcting subluxations, those misalignments in the spine that interfere with nerve communication from the brain to the body, body to the brain. And there was a slide that I've seen from you before, and I'll offer it up to my clients who want to see this. But you had, when you talked about patents, and you're taking a look at CBD, and in the US Office of Patents, that said the neuro regenerative or neuroprotective, the positive impact that CBD and all the sister compounds that come with it have on the nervous system and the nervous system function, for me, makes this a perfect blend of chiropractic care and CBD to help optimize wellness, not just feeling good, sleeping and recovering better, and conquering all the stress that modern individuals and families face today in this world, so that we can stay healthy and not have to mask the issues with big pharma, but we can actually get to the root cause and help optimize the healing systems that God already equipped our bodies with. So, Joe, thank you so much for sharing this. A couple other questions that I know some of my patients have presented. If I can just ask a couple questions here before we sign off. Children. What are the thoughts? Can children take these CBD and use these CBD products?
So definitely no THC.
Hmm.
in any product. I definitely wouldn't recommend that. Our lotions have no THC in them, and and they're being used in a lot of offices for sports injuries,
Yeah.
knee injuries, hand injuries. So lotions are 100% fantastic. Um, for, I would say, children, um, up to the age of 13, I would definitely ask their primary care physician. Teenagers, 100% can CBD has, you already have these cannabinoids in your system, so 100% there's no issue with teenagers using them.
Okay, cool. We have a lot of government employees and people that have security clearances. So I think there's some concern about using CBD. I saw on your slide how Olympic athletes are able to use the CBD products there, and they're getting drug tested all the time. If you're speaking to somebody who has security clearance or get these randomized uh, tests, urine tests, drug tests, what do you recommend with your products there?
Yeah, so all of our products to be federally legal have to have less than 0.3% THC in them. So even though the doses are really low. With that being said, we sell a lot in Virginia, Northern Virginia, with military, Pentagon, or Norfolk with the military base, naval yard there. We sell a lot in that area. The short answer is it ain't worth getting drug tested for THC. So stay away from the THC medication. Uh, Anything with THC, and it's simply not worth it.
Okay, clear. All right. So we carry the Sterling products in our office now. We're now offering them. We're offering the best sellers in the office. Our patients who are using these products are getting fantastic results. I've used the products. I've been blown away. Talk to me about it if you have questions with me for me in the office. I've even both of my kids, as you know, my daughter plays volleyball and my son plays baseball, and so they've had some strains, they've had some muscle soreness. I've used the products with them and they've gotten fantastic results. My daughter's 14, my son is 11. And so just to give you a little personal background on that, but we carry the products and we're getting great reviews with it. And for me, it's a perfect blend to help you with your goals, not only feeling better, sleeping and recovering better, but then also managing stress in a natural, holistic way and working towards those goals. Joe, is there any final thoughts, any final comments that you have for the
Yeah,
viewers here?
yeah, you brought up a good point. So, um, doctors focused on helping you out, and improving your life. He can't carry everything, right? He's not a Walmart. He's he's a chiropractor. If you see products that you like, or want to check out, um, doctor, we can set up a patient portal for you where
Okay.
patients can, under it, again, we only sell through doctors' offices, but we can set up a patient portal where patients can go through and choose products that you may not carry on hand, and it's a win-win. We can ship directly to their door. Easy transaction. We got fast shipping, but that way you see the full portfolio of products, and with fast shipping.
Yeah, perfect. That sounds great. And we'll provide that link down below. So just click the notes of this presentation and we'll have that link in there so you can order it direct to your door. So appreciate you providing that option, Joe. And thank you again for your time. Thank you for your passion and energy and helping people. And thank you for all that you do for the chiropractors and the chiropractic profession so that we can help our clients get better results, save time, money, and energy overall on their health care, and dramatically minimizes their chances of needing drugs and surgery. So God bless you, and thank you so much.
God bless you. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Okay.
Bye bye.
We'll see ya. Bye-bye.